All right, go. My name is Jadyn Rochester.
And how many children do you have?
I have two. I have a son who is going to be 27 this year, and I have a daughter who is 17. Yes, I hit the reset button on having children. My favorite thing about being a father is seeing my kids succeed. It could be in anything. Seeing them become confident, succeed, and doing the right thing in life. That's where I get my joy. That and both my children have my sense of humor, so we spend a lot of time laughing and joking together. 10 and 2.
You trying to be cool?
The hardest thing about being a father is watching your kids struggle, hurt, disappointed. That's the hardest thing, because you want to sometimes jump in and rescue them, but they have to learn how to deal with adversity and deal with conflict and learn how to brush themselves off, because that's all part of growing also.
How would you say your upbringing affected your current relationship with fatherhood?
My upbringing? Oh, that's a good question. My father's parenting style really taught me what I wanted to do. That was an example of, ooh, that was way too militant for me. And so I learned early on in life that I was gonna have a different relationship with my kids and be in their lives from a day-to-day perspective on as many things as I possibly could.
Did you ever actually picture yourself being a dad when you were younger?
Absolutely. When I was about 5 or 6 years old, I grew up in New Jersey, and I disliked the cold. And about 5, 6 years old was about the time I had heard about this place called Disney. And it was in this place called Florida that stayed warm most of the time. And I made my mind up when I was about 5, 6 years old. I was moving to this place called Florida because of two reasons. One, the weather, and two, because Disney sounded so much fun as a child that I was like, I want to be able to take my children there when I have children every weekend if I wanted to, and not have to be a once in a year trip or once every 5-year trip. It would be as often as we could. You didn't hear it right, because it's probably one of those moments where you, honestly, I just zoned out there. I didn't hear anything you just said. I almost fell asleep. Or the world famous.
Okay, all right, we get it. If you could give advice to yourself when you first became a dad, what would you tell yourself?
Have your kids when you're younger. I would say have your kids when you're younger. Because you have a lot more it's not energy, because I have energy, but a lot more more thoughts about trying new different things when you're younger. The older you get, you slim down all the things that you'll risk and do that you should be showing your children along the way, because it's safety first.
You're just funny, bro. Would you say that you're a good dad?
For me personally, I don't look at being a dad as, hey, you are the greatest or you're the best. I look at it and I go, you always have work to do. You always have to try more. You always have to listen. You always have to ask yourself, hey, if I were a child, if I were a teenager, a young adult, how would I want to be approached? That's where that respect thing comes into play, is you constantly are challenging yourself to say, yeah, I need to think about respect. And that carries over into adulthood also. That's the lesson really about being a dad is, hey, and you have to go back sometime and talk about conversations that you had before to make sure that they, being your children, get it, right? And they make great choices. That's the magic in the sauce for me, is just loving them to the point where they do the right thing.
Any last messages or comments?
Last messages and comments. I really enjoy my children, both of them in their own different ways. And I will say this, one of my greatest joys that I have at this point in my life is taking my daughter to school and picking her up from school. She's a junior, and we laugh and joke, learn things. I learn a lot of acronyms from her generation, and we listen to music together, and music all over the map. And I'll be honest with you, I am going to miss those days. I know I'm going to miss those days of spending that great quality time, because I look forward to it every day.
Okay. All right, thank you.
All right.
Happy birthday to you. Blow out the candles.